Intl Activist SDWJR, stop. Stop. This so-called shithole inauguration on a Black Historic Day. What the sickest country we called America that no respect for Black historic leaders like Dr. Martin Luther King. What a shithole day I called. Title: MLK would never share his day with Trump. Intl Activist SDWJR stated, as an activist and someone who deeply understands the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., it is inconceivable that such a historic Black leader would consent to sharing his birthday with Donald Trump. Dr. King's life and work represented love, justice, and unity, values completely at odds with Trump's divisive rhetoric and policies. This day is sacred to millions of Black people across the world, and it should remain a day to honor Dr. King's extraordinary contributions to justice and equality. SDWJR expressed strong disapproval of Trump's inauguration coinciding with Martin Luther King Jr. Day, emphasizing the affront it represents to Black history. To have a day dedicated to celebrating a man who changed the course of this country for Black people be overshadowed by the inauguration of someone whose views are diametrically opposed to his is a blatant attempt to diminish the value of Black leadership and history, he remarked. Dr. Bernice King, daughter of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., struck a more diplomatic tone in her public statement. She acknowledged the stark contrast between her father's ethos and Trump's record, but framed the coincidence as an opportunity for reflection. The timing of the inauguration on MLK Day serves as a poignant reminder of the values my father stood for: unity, equality, and nonviolence. It challenges us to reflect on our leadership and the direction we are heading as a nation, she said. However, SDWJR criticized this approach, suggesting that Bernice King's response was influenced by the need to maintain donor support and financial backing. Her hands are tied. Speaking against this decision would risk losing critical financial support, and that is something she cannot afford, he stated. SDWJR also warned of the long-term implications of this decision, suggesting that it undermines the recognition of Dr. King's legacy. By sharing this day, Black people will no longer see it solely as Martin Luther King Jr. Day, but also as Donald Trump's Day. This sends a troubling message that white America is willing to rewrite history to suit its agenda, even if it means overshadowing the legacy of a man who fought tirelessly for justice, he argued. While acknowledging Trump's right to an inauguration, SDWJR remains firm in his belief that this significant day should remain dedicated to Dr. King. Trump can celebrate his inauguration on any other day, but to have it fall on MLK Day is disrespectful and dishonors everything Dr. King stood for. This is yet another instance of white America getting what it wants, regardless of the impact on others, he concluded. For many, the contrast between Trump's inauguration and MLK Day is undeniable. Activists like SDWJR continue to challenge the systemic efforts to diminish the significance of Black leadership and remind the world of the enduring importance of Dr. King's message.